Hi everybody, my name is Roberto Gonzalez, and today I'm talking about mass media violence. And it's becoming more and more common in our society, but it does not affect society itself. It does not make people want to be violent because mass media violence, like video games and movies, are used for entertainment and for people to enjoy themselves and have something to do other than just doing nothing all the time. It provides a sense of entertainment for people. And the video game industry is one of those sources of entertainment. It is growing at a fast rate because everybody is playing video games. Everybody is wanting to play video games at all times. And according to Kevin Webb from the Business Insider, the gaming industry is worth $120 billion, and it's only growing. It's only growing more and more. It grows every single day because everybody's playing video games. Everybody's watching video games. Everybody's playing it. Like they're watching it on YouTube or Mixer or Twitch or even Facebook. Every platform is adjusting to gaming because of how big it is. Like Fortnite's a free game that everybody played, and last year they had a $100 million tournament that everybody was tuning into because it's worth so much. And I say video games so much because politicians are blaming video games for violence, for like mass shooting. And yes, mass shootings are terrible. They're absolutely horrible. But video games are not to blame for violence being committed. And they're always at the center of blame just because they have violence, or even movies. Movies, just because it's violent doesn't mean that it should be blamed for it. And researchers from a Western Michigan university found a very weak connection between video games and violence, says Jonathan Hanschild from the American Legislative Exchange Council. And they say violence comes more from the home. So it depends on how someone was raised or how they were taught to act, really. Like kids are not, being beat enough, you could say, because, or not beat enough, disciplined enough, because these kids just do whatever they want. And video games can't be blamed because they weren't raised right or they don't know how to act. You can't blame somebody for something that has no evidence to align that they cause violence. And Brian Crescente from Variety Media showed a study that says roughly 67% of Americans play video games of some sort, whether that's on the phone, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the computer, any of that. They say that, so many people are playing, so why aren't all these people violent? Why aren't all these people out there trying to hurt somebody? Because video games do not cause violence. They don't make people want to go out and harm somebody. You can't blame the video game because that's like blaming a car for car crashes when really you have to blame the person. The people need to know how to take responsibility, and maybe laws need to get changed for weapons and stuff, not video games. Video games don't cause violence, and movies aren't going to cause violence because movies have been around for years, and people aren't watching a movie and thinking, hey, I want to go do that to somebody, or hey, I want to go do this. Like same thing with video games. Like I've been playing video games my whole life. I've been playing video games since I was like 5, and I've never once ever thought of hurting somebody else because I saw it in a video game, or the video game influenced me, because they don't have an influence. It depends how you were raised and taught to act. So I believe that people should be taking responsibility for their actions, and mass media violence does not affect society or children. I think it's all about the way they were raised and how they were taught to grow up.